Welcome back, beautiful beings. This is part 3 of 3 Tea Lovers Craft making embellishments. Okay, I'm going to get right to it because we got about 18 of them to do. Right, so I'm just going to jump right into it. So it's under an hour and I might have to fast forward. This was a die cut. It was off-white, okay, cardstock. Okay, and all I did was take a marker and go in there like this and color the leaves. And then I took a yellow one for the flowers, okay? I just went in like that. That's all I did. And then I took this marker that was a different yellow and I went in like this on the flowers, okay? Just to give it some color. I have these little tiny pieces from a bling, okay, and I thought they went well in it. So I'm just gonna put a dot here. I think I'm only gonna put 4. And a dot there, and a dot here, and a dot there, and we're gonna stick them on there just to liven it up. Give it dimension, beautiful beings. I hope everyone is well and good. Well, I'm sorry my video was late. The grandkids stayed longer than I thought they would, but that's okay. We had a good visit. I had Kinsley and Taryn and Layla. Kinsley's just over a year old, and and that will look like that. So that just like really gave our die cut dimension and more color and just made it pop even more. Okay, so remember, if you have the flowers, you can add stuff to it, markers, bling, whatever you want, pearls. Okay, so we're gonna move that out of the way to dry. And I have this one, and with this one I have these, and I have mushrooms, so we're gonna do probably 4 or 5 of them with mushrooms on them, just for something different. But yeah, Kinsley's just over a year old. So our normal 20-minute walk took an hour, which is okay. I only had to pick her up for 2 blocks, one on the way and one on the way back. So she did pretty good. She got her exercise and vitamin D. It's good, always good. Right, this was just a piece. It's kind of stretchy, so it's stretch fabric. I colored it. I dyed it yellow. Okay, and this is the piece of tea bag that we colored. Okay, with our die cut, with our I can't even talk, beautiful beings. With our distressed ink. Okay, colored it yellow. This is that piece. So I'm just going to put it up the side, and I cut this, and I tried to fray it, but as you can see, it didn't work too well. That's okay. We're just going to use it up. I'm going to use it up. I'm going to push that in just so that shows off the edge a little bit. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I got a piece for here on the bottom, which might need trimmed down, and I have a piece for the top. So if you have old fabric you want to use up, this is great for that. I'm going to put some glue across here. I don't know if about there, but I'm going to put some down here. There we go. So we'll put this, figure out what side we want to use this side. And I might have to cut a piece off because it might be too long. Or you just keep it, doesn't really matter. So we're basically just doing a fabric frame across it, okay? That one's gonna need cut off, but I need more glue in here. And I want the picture to show more. See that piece definitely just needs a little piece cut off. There we go. But I hope everyone is well again. All right, and then these die cuts are a little tricky. Here, let me put this over here. This is a die cut. It's just a feather to put in there along the edge. So we might as well just glue that in there. I might want it up more, but it looks better down here because of the root. So I'm going to glue this up. Then we're going to stick it like right here at the bottom. And here's our saying. But for this, with these, this is a die cut, it came with it. And you can stick it behind it for like grass, like that, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to put a little glue on here for the grass, like that. And then this one, you get more creative and you can put it on it if you want. That's what I'm going to do with this one. So I'm just going to put some glue there. A little tricky because it's so tiny. If I can get a hold of this, right, there we go. Then I'm going to stick this, I'm going to rub it in the glue and stick this behind it. So you can have it look like that. Then I got a big one, which is in glue, and I didn't even get a paper towel, beautiful beings. I wanted to get this done for you. So I'm kind of in a hurry. So I have to slow down so I don't screw anything up. But let's put some, here, let's start with the big one. I'm going to put the big one down. Don't need much glue. And probably put that right here, like that. And this one, about there. And then our little one. And then we can just put our little one right there. Okay. Alright, as I went for the napkin, Snickers jumped on the table, so I'm just going to check. Forget here because she jumped right on this. They want to play, and I already played with them a little bit. Just having time for everything, beautiful beings. It seems like the time's just slipping away really fast. And I can't keep up with it. Let's think about putting this right here. Then maybe that here, like that. But this seems like it needs a little glue or a little color on it. So let's just do this. I'm gonna just put, it's got green in there, so maybe put a little yellow on this, just a little bit so it matches, goes with our color scheme. And then maybe a little yellow on here, and then some green, just so everything blends in well. There, that's plenty. And you just take your hand, go like that, make sure it worked in well. Okay. But I want the flower here. So I might just stick that there like that and have that come down. So that's over it. Then if you want, you could put something in there. This is the one that we glued together, the two tea packets. So I'm just gonna glue this up. And that did have cat hair on it, but I got it off. Stick that about there. Just tilt it a little bit and then there. Okay, beautiful things. I got it glued up, and that one was a little tedious to glue up, only because of all the pieces. And I want it right there, like that. And I'm going to wait for it to get tacky to really push it down. But it seems like we do need something just to go across. Maybe another piece of that fabric. Here's the piece of elastic that I colored. It's got to be elastic because it stretches a little bit. But I just want a tiny piece because I like this right here. So I'm just going to cut that. And I'm going to measure it. Have that go across there. Just a little bit. because this side will not fray very well. So I'm just going to cut it and measure it. Have it go like that maybe. That's about right. So I'm going to cut that off. Then I might have to put the flower over it, which I probably will. So I'm going to peel that up. And then I'm just going to put some glue on here. I got to make sure I remember to make sure the camera's on, that I turned it back on, because I keep pausing it. Snickers is going crazy. She's like Tigger, jumping all over the place. Alright, I think I'm going to put it this way. That. And then over. And put that back down. There. Done. Okay, beautiful beings. So that one's done. Okay, beautiful beings. Each one took approximately 15 minutes, a little less, a little more. So I'm going to fast forward. It's pretty much self-explanatory. So enjoy, beautiful beings. Here's one of the ones we glued 2 tea packs on top of each other, going upright. And then I have a, if you see it on the right, I have a die cut. I'm going to just put across there just to hide where we glued it right here. Now we're going to do our yogi packets, and I'm going to do one more in our fabric. And I left the fabric on the left so you could see what it looked like before I cut it up to put the fabric around it. And then we're going to continue with our other 2 yogi packets. Okay, beautiful beings? What I love most about these beautiful beings is not everyone's gonna like all of them, but someone will at least like one of them. So there's something for everybody when you make these. Okay, beautiful beings, these four we're going to do a little bit different. I have eyelets that I put on, 3 of them, but I want to show you how to put them on. Then I have my little hole puncher. This one's a little tiny hole puncher. I already did the other 3, but I wanted to show you how to do this one. Take my hole puncher and punch a hole like that. Then I'm going to grab my eyelet, put it in there to flatten it back so it don't fall out. And then I got our memory keepers, and through trial and error you have to practice on something else, but I got the smallest settings I could find on here, and then I'm going to put it in here and flatten the eyelid or eyelet in the back. Okay, like that, and that's what it looks like in the back. Okay, I got real cheap ones so they don't look extremely nice. Okay, and then you take your string, you can color it if you want. I'm just gonna cut a piece off, right? And I have a little tag, and if you have these little tags, you can put lines on the back of them. And I'm just going to take our string off of our tag from the tea bag, and I'm going to put it in here like this. Okay, and again, you can color them if you want. Then I'm going to put it through the hole that we made to our little eyelid. Like this. I got both pieces now. Like that. And you can make them longer if you want. Then I'm going to pull this down, and I want it to face. Let me zip it in. I'm going to pull this down so it dangles a little bit. And I'm just going to take some glue, put it right there, and stick that in there and put some on top. Easy peasy, beautiful beings. Okay. So we're going to have to come back to this one. And this goes with that one. And then this one. Same thing. I have extra string here. This one to show you this. It's something different. This one's a little bit longer. string is longer. So I'm going to pull it up so it's even. And if you have, these aren't very long, again. But before I do that, on this one, I wanted to glue down some lace on the sides, because this way you can keep your sew look, okay? Like that one over there, and keep your sew look, okay? And if you don't have a sewing machine, you just put lace down on it. So before I do this one, I just want to put some lace down. So then I'm going to take our tag, make sure it's going the right way. And again, I put lines on this one, on the back. Okay. I'm going to put that through. And I'm just going to glue it. And if you don't want to glue it, you got longer string, because you're not using your tea bag string. If you use thicker string or even yarn, it will tie a good knot so it won't go through the hole. The tea bag string's just too thin, it's going to go through the hole. Okay, beautiful bangs? So that glues down nicely. Then I'm going to set this one aside to dry. And as you can see, I don't think I had anything. I wanted to put something on here, but I don't know what. I have this piece of yellow trim, so I think I'm just going to use this. It matches nicely. So we'll just glue some on the bottom and on the top. And then I have this one. And you can use double-sided cardstock too. I have this one. And I glued it in. You can glue the string in also. And then I'm going to put it through. I'm going to have to trim it down because it's longer, and I already glued it right into the lace that I glued onto the tag. Okay. And again, make sure this is going the way you want it. I want that in the front, so it's just going to dangle, beautiful things. That's all it's going to do. And then put our glue down and put that on top. Let that sit. Then this one, I'm just going to put this in here somewhere because it matches our berries. So maybe I'll put it across like that. So I'm going to glue this up right across the bottom like that. Okay. And then we're going to take this tag, string 4. I think my tag's all mixed up. This goes over here. And I think this one goes this. Yes. So I'm just going to take my string from my tea bag again. The leftover string I cut off. And put it on here. Even it out. Let's tie a knot. I just wanted to show you several ways that you can do this. Check your tag, make sure it's going to be the right way. It's not, so we're going to have to flip that over like that. Really doesn't matter because it's going to be laying down. And then take your glue again and glue it. And it depends on how far down you want it. Put some glue on top. Okay, beautiful beings, and when those are dry, I'll be back and we'll put our tags from our tea bag on. And for the little tags from our tea bags, all I'm going to do is put some glue on here. And stick a piece of lace behind it. Okay? And then glue it down. Put that one in the middle. And I have this one, and I got a piece of pink lace. So this is really good to use for your scraps. Use your scraps up, beautiful beings. I'm just going to stick that there. Need more glue. Okay. I got this piece of lace. I just took it. It's more like mesh. I just took it and folded it over like that. Then we'll put some glue on here. Put our tag on. That, and then I need more glue down there, and then some on the back. And we'll just have little tabs like that. But this one, I'm just going to put it behind it, piece of lace behind it. So I'm going to glue this all up because this is not going to be on the top. Just want the lace to show a little bit. Maybe I should put it sideways. I'll put it this way. And then we'll just glue it up again and put it there like that. Okay, so those 4 are done. Okay, beautiful beings, I'm gonna do 4 more and call it quits. Okay, I'm gonna put some glue here and then some up here. Here, okay, and I'm going to tuck that in there. So we just need a little bit there. Tuck that right in the middle. That. Okay. And then I have this flower we made in a previous video. I got 2 actually. I'm just going to stick the flower there. Might as well stick this flower on this one. That. And then this one, I have just a piece of ribbon. So I'm going to put some glue on this. Well, I gotta put it on all of it so the ribbon sticks, beautiful beings. I'm getting tired. Okay, so we're just gonna stick this right in the middle here. And then we're gonna glue it down there. I might tuck it a little bit under the flower. So that will look like that. Then I have this die cut I'm going to glue up, and I have these die cuts I'm going to glue up, and then might as well stick this down. I have this die cut that I'm going to break because I just want it sticking up. So let me glue these all up, beautiful beings. So I'm going to stick, well, no, I gotta wait. Let me glue up the die cuts. I got you zoomed in just a little bit. I'm gonna put, I don't even know how I want this. Let's like here, maybe down a little bit. Then I got this flower. Then I wanted to move down a little bit. And then I have this. I just want to go like that. Make it look like it's holding those 2 down. I don't know, it seems like it needs something over here still. I have this flower. Then I was just gonna, this die cut, I was just gonna put along the bottom, polka dotted die cut. Alright, now I gotta move these over so you see this. I just think it's better for you. I gotta figure out something there. I want something there. It looks too bare. I don't have any more, so I'm just gonna stick that there, I think. So I'm just gonna cut that right there. And glue it up a little bit more. And stick that there. There. Just simple, beautiful beans. I'm gonna move this one out of the way and bring this one in. And I did glue, I did sew that leaf down, so you know what that looks like. Okay, and I'm gonna glue this to this. Maybe just have it up like that. No. I'm putting it back this way. I like it this way better. That needs cut off a little bit. And I did go around the edges on some of these in the previous ones, just around the tag with a marker. Okay. I think I might cut that. I don't like how that straight is, so I might just cut that off there. We can always glue it across there or something, maybe. So I'm gonna glue this to that. Stick it on there. Bring this around. And then glue back just on the bottom. And that will look like that. Then I'm going to place this in here, something like that. I gotta glue this up, put our little vase in there, maybe like that. If I wanted to, we could glue that on there. If I can get the cutting right, just put that across there. A little piece of it. I don't get too much glue. There we go. And we'll just stick that in there. The vase. Get the vase a little pop of color. Right. So there's that. That one's done. And we have one more. See it? Again, I have a piece of lace to glue this on. So I'm just going to stick that in the middle, turn it upside down. I have this little card with a fairy on it. So we're going to glue that down. That. Then I want this to go across. Maybe I need to move that up. Let me see. I move that up a little bit. I'm going to glue this down. Stick that like that. Then I'm going to glue this up, and this one's done. I'm just going to stick that across the bottom. And like that. And put this like in there. I think that looks cute like that. This up a little bit. We'll just stick this in there. Beautiful things. I should have put it down, but I didn't. It's alright. We'll just stick that in there like that. Okay? Now it's done. So we got these four, and when everything is dry, I will give you a close-up view of beans. I think I'm getting tired because my cats keep coming in my room in the middle of the night because they want to play and they wake me up. So I think I'm just going to end up closing the door and shutting them out so I can get 6 hours with uninterrupted sleep. Okay, beautiful beings. I think that's why I'm tired all the time. I'll be back. Okay, beautiful beings. I'm going to give you a close-up of all of them. And then I'm going to eat some rutabaga and carrots steamed to get some minerals. And then I'm going to go lock myself in my bedroom with the door closed. So the cats, and I'm going to put the fan in there so in case they at the door and meow, I don't hear nothing for 6 hours and get a nice deep, deep, deep sleep, beautiful beings, because it's much needed. A really good deep sleep and minerals, muchly needed. I'm not even reading a thing. This one says, breathe in peace and breathe out blessings to all. And this one said, it is the light in the lantern which shows you the path, not the lantern. Okay? It's the light in the lantern that shows you the path, not the lantern. And this one said, friendship is a sheltering tree. Samuel Taylor Coleridge. If you truly love nature, you will find beauty everywhere. And it's Vincent van Gogh. Okay. And this one, plant kindness and gather love. Proverb. Okay. This one's really, really simple. Beauty is not caused, it is. Emily Dickinson. And this one says, one thorn of experience is worth a whole wilderness of warning. James Russell Lowell. Earth laughs in flowers, beautiful beings. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Close up of the mushrooms. They're flowers. The difference between a flower and a weed is judgment. I love these sayings. This one, give you a close up of the mushrooms. The one who listens understands. What a desolate place would be. What a desolate place would be a world without flowers. Here's our fairy. What a desolate place would be a world without flowers. I would have wrote it, what a desolate place the world would be without flowers. But it's his quote, or her quote, Claire Lucas Balfour. Okay? And this is when I did the beads in. Sewed the beads in, part 2, showed you how to do that. And this one is one I sewed those in part 2. I showed you how to do that. This one with the tag. Are not flowers the stars of the earth? Clara Lucas Balfour. Okay, so it hangs nicely. And you flip it over right on the back. You put it, your embellishment, wherever you like. This one's really simple. Here's this one. Talking to plants is one way of talking directly to spirit. Rosemary Gladstar. Okay. Our little dangle tag. Alright. The plants have enough spirit to transform our limited vision. Rosemary Gladstar. Another one with a tag. Just real simple. That was probably the simplest one besides the sewing part. And then last but not least, Bring Me the Sunset in a Cup. Emily Dickinson. Here's our tag. Either way. I hope you enjoyed the video, beautiful beings. And if you have any ideas, just leave them in the comments. They sure would be appreciated. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful everything.